The world is full of traps at every corner ready to snatch away your masculine power. Just take a look at every movie or popular Netflix show being promoted or the types of people being idolized today. Nothing escapes the elite's agenda of mind control. Men are being brainwashed to accept weakness. There is a very famous story about a lion that I want you to hear. If this is your first time on my channel, I ask you to help me by subscribing and liking the video so I can continue creating content like this in the future. Once upon a time, there was a fierce lion feared by all. One day, the lion fell in love with the farmer's daughter. But there was a problem. The farmer hated the lion. Upon learning about the lion's love for his daughter, the farmer wanted to do everything possible to prevent it. So, the cunning farmer called the lion and said he would only allow him to marry his daughter under one condition, that he would remove his sharp claws for his daughter's safety. The lion thought, well, it's just a small price for a great reward, and went to a rock and broke his claws. The next day, he went to the farmer and said, "Now I have no sharp claws. Give me your daughter's hand in marriage." But the clever farmer told him to do one more thing, to remove his sharp teeth and fangs. The lion agreed to that condition as well and broke his sharp teeth and fangs. However, when the lion returned to the farmer the next day, the farmer attacked and killed him. This time the lion had no sharp claws or teeth to defend himself. All the strength the lion had, he chose to willingly give up one by one. Remember, brothers, the world you live in today is no different. There are much greater forces at play that have carefully designed the matrix to keep you enslaved to your desires and impulses. And here is the harsh truth. You can blame the farmer or the elites all you want, but at the end of the day it was the lion who chose to obediently give up his strength voluntarily. Strength is the virtue all men must follow, whether in professional, financial, or romantic life. Every man naturally desires to feel dominant, strong, and powerful, because that's what you are. Many men complain about everything, spend too much money on drugs and pornography, apologize for things that don't require apologies, and develop habits that weaken them. The first point is mocking others. Not many people talk about this, but as a high-value man, you should never belittle others. Instead of elevating your own status, it can make you appear insecure and disrespectful. This is a crucial aspect often overlooked when talking about authentic masculinity. Maybe you've heard of the example of the crab bucket. When a crab is about to escape the bucket, others pull it back down. Similarly, when someone is trying to improve their life or achieve a goal, others may feel uncomfortable or jealous. This attitude is neither constructive nor honorable. If you find yourself mocking others, remember that you are beneath them. This does not mean you shouldn't correct someone for their mistakes, but do not mock them. As a man, you should teach and guide your brothers without resentment or ulterior motives. Listen to what Mike Tyson says about it. Social media has made you very comfortable disrespecting people without getting punched in the face for it. The second point is failing to take responsibility. Going back to the story of the lion and the farmer's daughter, the main reason the lion loses everything in the end is that he was not aware of his responsibility to live as a lion. His prey and sharp claws were part of what made him a lion, but he forgot this responsibility and chose to abandon it. The same happens in your life. Embrace your responsibilities with pride. They are an integral part of our existence. Say with me, I will honor my responsibilities with pride because they are what makes me a man. The day you choose to escape your responsibilities is the day you opt to completely abandon your masculinity. Memorize this quote, "The price of greatness is responsibility." This not only strengthens our own identity as men, but also contributes to the well-being of those around us. Responsibility should not be avoided or abandoned. Instead, it should be embraced as a path to greatness and fulfilling our potential as men. The third point is avoiding failure. This is a challenge for many men today. Most men choose comfort over growth. Remember that growth is painful and often hidden behind failure. There is a famous example of a man digging for diamonds. He doesn't know how deep the diamond is beneath the surface. At first, he only sees more dirt every time he digs, but he continues. After a few hours or even days, he finds what he was looking for. Similarly, when you start a business or approach women, you may face many so-called failures while trying to learn and conquer, But when you stay in the game long enough and do not shy away from these temporary failures, you will grow. This also applies to women. Initially, when you approach them, you may seem like a strange man who doesn't know how to interact, but your success is behind these temporary failures. This is a small price a strong man must pay for success. We are often trained as children to be ashamed of our mistakes and failures and to try to justify them by blaming someone else. This mindset is for losers. Remember what Mike Tyson says about it. The social media has made you very comfortable disrespecting people without getting punched in the face for it. The fourth point is adhering to futile laws too easily. Want to know the difference between a coward and a high-value man? The coward will always align with the majority, even if what they are saying is clearly wrong. The worst part is that the coward expects the high-value man to also submit to these useless and harmful laws and regulations. A high-value man always examines and judges everything before deciding. In today's world, we have been so conditioned by the mentality that you should not judge or that you should not do this or that it is getting out of control. You become a puppet and a lab rat, submitting to all the agendas and laws they create. There is nothing wrong with obeying, but obey only what aligns with your purpose, your mission, and above all, remember that nothing is above the law of the Almighty. Ask yourself if you are someone who easily intimidates and tries to please everyone. For some men, it can be incredibly difficult to learn to say no, but if you act based on truth, you will realize that the world will not crumble around you. I have seen many men lead a life of fear in marriage, as if their wives were some kind of tyrants, and they dare not speak or correct them. This is a clear example of feudal submission. The fifth point is having weak body language. The concept of body language is very important. How you sit, walk, and move when you talk and interact with others can be perceived by people as whether you are a strong or weak man. In today's society, where agendas and expectations may have turned against traditional masculinity, it is more important than ever for men to be aware of their body language. Being intentional with your body means striving to project an image of confidence, strength, and determination. Maintain an upright and confident posture. Walk with a firm and steady step, and maintain proper eye contact when interacting with others. Be intentional with your body and maintain a masculine posture. Remember that your body language is your introduction before you say a word. It can influence how others perceive you and treat you. If you present yourself as a strong and confident man through your body language, others are less likely to take advantage of you. This is a valuable skill for any man seeking success in personal life. The sixth point is wasting your golden days. We often talk about the importance of your young days on this channel. Your 20s and even your 30s to some extent are what we call the golden days. These are the days when you should build, and build. Imagine a farmer who plants a seed. He doesn't expect the seed to bear fruit the next day. In your 20s, like the farmer, you must sow spiritual, emotional, and physical seeds that will help you grow. But here's the most important part. Do not expect to harvest those fruits immediately. Just keep planting, and before you know it, you will have planted forests and gardens that will attract the right kind of life. When I say plant, I mean challenge yourself. This does not mean you should strive and work 24/7, but always keep in mind that these are the days when you have more energy and opportunities to take risks. Especially when you are young, you may feel like you are missing out on the culture of being with multiple people by investing in yourself, but resist that temptation. You may not understand it now, but as you mature and age, you will thank yourself for not getting distracted. Listen to what the wisest man on earth has to say about your young days. These are the words of Solomon. You who are young, be happy while you are young, and let your heart give you joy in the days of your youth. Follow the ways of your heart, and whatever your eyes see. But know that for all these things God will bring you into judgment. The seventh point is being lazy and unproductive with your time. How we structure our day and manage our time can make a big difference in our path to personal development. What time do you go to bed and wake up? How is your day structured? What do you do when you come back from work? These are all questions you should take seriously. Do not consider them as a secondary task that you can address when you have free time. As a man seeking success in all areas, you must carefully plan your day. Think about why the powerful are so successful in building the matrix. Every aspect and area was carefully planned. Similarly, think about every part of your day, the people you interact with, and the type of content you consume. If you do not have the right thoughts in your mind, be aware that you have given open access for the matrix to penetrate you. Laziness is the greatest enemy of men today. As a man, you may have many thoughts related to business or life but never act on them. If you allow laziness to filter gradually into you without realizing it, it will devour you and prevent you from moving forward productively in your life. Always remember, brothers, weakness is the virtue of modern society. Weakness is what they pursue. But strength is a greater virtue. Seek strength in every opportunity, and remember that God is your greatest strength. Each day presents opportunities to grow and advance toward our goals, and it is up to us to seize those opportunities consciously and decisively. Strength, both physical and mental, is a valuable asset in this pursuit. Seeking support in personal and spiritual beliefs can provide a solid foundation for facing life's challenges.